Hi and welcome to another What's On at Northern Beaches Counselling and Mediation. I hope it hasn't been too obvious, but I've been a little distracted lately with a few things on my mind as I start to prepare my move out to Orange. It certainly is exciting, but like all things new, I've also been filled with a little trepidation, wondering whether this is going to be the best thing I've ever done or the greatest disaster of all time. Thankfully, I have a very supportive partner who takes most things in his stride and accepts that when I get my mind set on something, not much changes it. This situation got me thinking about what it is about relationships that make them work, or not, and indeed what it is about my relationship that makes it work. I've addressed this topic, amongst many others, through this month's blogs. These include how to get the most out of your relationship, the principal qualities being authenticity, accountability, and affection. Another article is called The Difference Between Love and Lust. But for those times when it feels this is not enough, I wrote, how do I change him or her to my way of thinking or to do what I want them to do? You see, I expected a bit of a fight when I told my husband that I'd really like to spend a year away from Sydney to be closer to my youngest son and his wife as they are about to welcome their first child into the world. What I concluded from my conversations with him and from the many years' experience is that the only way to change someone else is to focus on yourself first and be honest about where you're at and what you want. For me, my husband could have said no, which I think certainly crossed his mind. We would have then had to explore why this decision was so important to me and/or to find a compromise. As it turned out, our conversations led to a perfect compromise for both of us. And rather than the only outcome being to stay or to go, we came up with an even better outcome, which resulted in us keeping an apartment on the Northern Beaches for when we want to come back to visit. I think this capacity for both of us to be able to stop, think, and listen before making any decision is really what differentiates us as a happy couple. So rather than using might to bully the other to our way of thinking or to what it is that we want them to do, we take the time to listen to each other and make joint decisions for the good of both of us and for our whole family. For more about this topic, you'll find the link below, as well as the link to my many other articles from this month. And please leave a comment on your thoughts. But for now, pour yourself a cuppa, put your feet up, and enjoy catching up with what's happening at our place. And so till next month, my regards, Lidy.